Hello, everyone. This is Outnumbered. I'm Emily Campagno here with my co-hosts Kayleigh McEnany and Harris Faulkner. And also joining us today, Fox News contributor and board-certified physician Dr. Nicole Saphier and Fox News national correspondent Griff Jenkins. We begin with a looming shutdown in Hollywood. America's entertainment industry is now grinding to a halt as thousands of actors are set to hit the picket lines and strike for the first time in over 40 years. The joint board of the Screen Actors Guild and American Federation of Television and Radio Artists unanimously approved the action yesterday after tense negotiations with major studios suddenly broke down. The strike officially began at midnight, and the coalition of over 160,000 actors will now join Hollywood's writers, who have been on the picket lines since May. And now several film and television projects face major delays. Some of the world's biggest stars are already showing their support for the actors' strike. The star-studded cast of Christopher Nolan's highly anticipated movie Oppenheimer were in London for the film's UK premiere yesterday, but they didn't stay long. This is the moment that the cast walked out of the premiere when the strike started. The film's director later said the cast left the event to, quote, write their picket signs. SAG-AFTRA president and former star of The Nanny, Fran Drescher, says industry greed and the growing threat of artificial intelligence are the main reasons for the walkout.
We had no choice. We are the victims here. We are being victimized by a very greedy entity. I am shocked by the way the people that we have been in business with are treating us. I cannot believe it, quite frankly. How far apart we are on so many things. If we don't stand tall right now, we are all going to be in trouble. We are all going to be in jeopardy of being replaced by machines.
Griff Jenkins, so much on this. What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, is this going to delay the release of Barbie? Because I have a 17-year-old that is planning on going to that, and I wasn't told about this, so that had better not mess it up. Look, come on. She's saying that, you know, we're struggling, it's going to impact us. It's not going to impact her. It's not going to impact Meryl Streep. She's worth millions and millions of dollars. And so it's a little disingenuous to have these actors coming out and trying to stand with people who need that paycheck. And I think Bob Iger got it right when he said this isn't helping the problem. At the end of the day, I think, you know, we're going to see Hollywood actors who believe their mighty platform that they once used for various good reasons and other causes, they're going to go and get in the middle of this and make the situation more difficult, and we're going to suffer as movie-going consumers.
That's interesting. What do you make of that, Nicole? Sort of the notion that this might just make things worse.
Well, it certainly will. But, you know, one thing that Fran Drescher is talking about and why they're going on strike is because of the rise in AI, and they're saying that they may displace them when it comes to their jobs. You know, as a physician, as a radiologist, we have the same concern in my profession. But you know what we don't do? We're not walking out and abandoning our patients. What we are doing is we are coming up with ways to work in parallel, in tandem with AI, so that people are not harmed by it. And Griff made an excellent point. I looked it up. In 2023, the average TV crew member in the United States makes $20 an hour. Meryl Streep, on the other hand, is worth $160 million. Mark Ruffalo, another person, made $30 million on his last two movies, and Fran Drescher also worth $25 million. This feels a lot like Gavin Newsom going out and eating at French Laundry while his constituents were in lockdown and not able to go out. You have these high-paid Hollywood actors who are going on strike and making this big hoopla, but there are a lot of people suffering. This is very sad.
One of the arguments for it, Kayleigh, is that those with the big names and the big paychecks are the ones that have the biggest reach. So by them doing something they haven't done in 40 years, it sends a message, arguably a strong one, that those people making less than 20 an hour that work so hard on their behalf so they can make their 160 mil, that they are on their side.
You know, the crew members, the caterers, that's who I worry about here. I don't want these guys to be out of a job because of a strike. So that's my point of view. Dr. Saphier, you were among the heroes, our healthcare workers who, in the middle of a pandemic, put your lives at risk and you showed up to work. That's who I care about, the meat packers who showed up to work, who kept this country going during our hardest hour. I personally, I don't want to see anybody get hurt, especially people who depend on a paycheck for their livelihood. I don't think the higher echelons of Hollywood do, but I don't care about Hollywood coming to a halt. In essence, I think it will be a net benefit for society. I'd love to see people fill the gap like Angel Studios. Angel Studios has done The Chosen. Angel Studios did Sound of Freedom. They describe themselves as a film studio platform that helps creators come together with viewers to create high-quality TV and film without the Hollywood guesswork. So I want to see people like Angel Studios fill the gap. I'll live to see another day without Hollywood. My family will too.
I'm curious, Harris, your take on something nuanced. The argument about the AI. AI works in part because it grabs or sort of, I guess, absorbs information that exists, right? So it can create a painting that's just like Van Gogh's because it has been fed Van Gogh's existing painting, so it knows what to do. So the arguments that these talents are making and the writers and such are that it's their property to begin with that has been amalgamated into AI. So they say we are being displaced by ourselves. It's my work that I own. I should be compensated. So it's sort of an interesting intellectual argument as to why the displacement is all the more unjust, they argue.
Yeah, you know, that can be part of the argument, but I think the bigger issue here is that AI is going to use their images whenever they want. And the question then becomes, who belongs to that face on the screen? The person behind the face or the people who've captured it for AI? That is my understanding. And from talking with writers previously in the May beginnings of the writer's strike, they're saying now that could go all the way till December. Well, what are they going to be saying if they don't have writers? Now they have to go out, and who's going to cross the picket lines? So I foresaw this happening already because you have people who need lines and you have people who write lines, and nobody's going to cross the picket lines at this point because they are, you know, they need each other. The AI portion of it, though, I challenge Hollywood to do what every other industry like yours, which saves lives and doesn't save us from more sleep by keeping the entertainment going, which is technically what Hollywood does. But I challenge them to come up with a way to be symbiotic with artificial intelligence. Maybe it can enhance the movie-going experience. Maybe it can clean up the casting couch. Maybe it can do all sorts of things by identifying people who are doing bad things in Hollywood. I mean, we uncover it, and then we cover it in the news. I'm sincere when I say that there's a lot of work to be done, and I love the examples that you gave, Kayleigh, on where the business could go to be better. But I refuse to believe that all of this is just about AI. It isn't. They've got to step up and move forward with the technology. It is about images and who owns your image, and those are contract negotiations, and they better get better at it.
But they want more money. Like, let's call a spade a spade.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Compagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kayleigh McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.